to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. 4-year-old woman by the name of Deonne Kirkland has been arrested after taking the life of another woman by the name of Tarcia Lysius in a Brooklyn party space. This was a quote from the New York Post. A woman was busted Thursday for allegedly taking the life of another woman inside of a Brooklyn party spot last month and stated that she did it because the victim ran over her foot while riding a bicycle. Deonne Kirkland, age 44, was charged with murder for allegedly shooting Tarcia Lysius, age 44, on August 28th at the Heart of Love party space on Liberty Avenue in East New York. The shooter stated that she shot the other woman after a confrontation inside of the club. Quote, the victim was riding a bicycle around in the club and ran over the perpetrator's foot. The two didn't know each other previously. Lysius was taken to Brookdale Hospital and pronounced deceased. Let me just get ahead of some of the comments that I normally see, which people state that, oh, well, it's bad that this happened, but is this person FBA? Do they have any type of lineage here? Are they related to us? Like I said before, I understand when people want to inquire about a lot of those things, but this is the end result. If anybody around the world is to basically view and see this story, guess what? They're going to see it as black women. It doesn't matter where they came from because they don't care where they came from. They're looking at it for face value. And the quicker that people will understand that, the better we can happen to fix a lot of things. But anyways, my main point is this. This is why I state over and over again that the whole thing about the sisterhood is a farce. Because I told you guys over and over and over and over again that it's going to get worse before it gets better. I told y'all that, hey, you're going to keep continuously trying to, have your vision fixated on black men and trying to have us as the most evil of the evil, the criminals of the criminals. You guys are so much of like, black women are afraid of black men and all this other type of stuff, right? Because we're the worst of the worst. Out of every other man in existence, black men are the worst of the worst. And I sat up there and told y'all the moment of time that you decide that you want to be so fixated 24/7 on whatever it is that black men are doing, this is how things like this are going to grow and start to slip by because you're allowing it and you're letting it slip by. Because too many times I've brought up stories like this, and y'all are like, well, that was just those women. You can't categorize or you can't put all black women in the same box. We're all different. We're all individuals. But yet y'all the same ones trying to categorize and put every single black man in a box. And I keep trying to tell y'all that I understand as a black man that at the moment in time that a black man does something negative, is going to reflect on me, whether I like it or not, is going to reflect on me negatively. For whatever reason, black women out here feel and think as though reality doesn't exist, and whatever fairy tale that they are, conceiving in their mind basically notes that, hey, if this black woman does this, this has zero to do with you, and it's not going to reflect negatively on you if the world happens to view that story. That's 100% a lie. In this reality, right, the one that we can touch, see, feel, smell, it just so happens that whenever somebody black, right, in this instance, right, if a black woman happens to commit a crime, it's going to reflect negatively on black women as a group. The world is not going to look at it on an individual by individual basis. That's not how that works. And the main thing that I also told you guys before is the fact that you guys say that y'all love each other and all this other type of stuff, but yet y'all can't stand each other. Y'all can't even be in the same room without something popping off, without somebody running their mouth, without somebody feeling some certain type of way. And if you don't believe me, then I can, at a point in time, I can have my mom roll up here and I can let her tell stories of the black women that she's worked with and worked amongst, and how it is that they try to treat her when she's on the job and doing the things that she is supposed to do, and how black women want to undermine her. They want to try to report her over some lies and all these other types of things, trying to get her fired. because they want to roll up to the job in bonnets, because they want to roll up to the job and sleep on the job, because they want to barely do any work on the job, because they don't want to be told what to do. Like I said, I could go way more in depth on a lot of stuff. I'm just very much taking it easy, and people don't even understand it. We got clips out here for days. So, like I said, keep showing up into the comment section. Keep rolling up, trying to deflect, like, oh well, it's sorry that this happened, but what about what these black men did to these 100 black women here? What about this? That has nothing. Those are separate incidences. That has nothing to do, nor does it have any bearing directly on the story. Like I said before, whenever things like this are showcased, you always have people out there to deflect and talk about the whataboutisms. They always want to bring up black men and what it is. This had nothing to do with black men. This was literally two black women in the same spot. They had a disagreement, and look what they sat up there and did. Isn't this the same thing that people complained about black men doing? Not being able to use their words, being highly emotional, not being able to talk things out. This was a very simple thing. The woman was in the same area, made a mistake, more than likely didn't notice. She ended up rolling over this woman's foot. The woman got angry, and instead of trying to talk it out, instead of trying to seek an apology, she decided to pull out a weapon and take this woman's life, all because her foot got ran over by a bike. We're not talking about a tractor trailer. We're not talking about a car tire. We're talking about a bike. And it wasn't even worth it. And like I said, it's going to get worse before it gets better, because a lot of the ones out there want to consistently try to focus on or deflect to whatever it is that black men are doing. In the moment in time that you keep trying to focus on black men, this is how the problems and the crimes that happen amongst women are going to get way out of control, and they're going to get way worse, and they're going to spread. But like I said, it is what it is. Maybe the white cops out here can tell y'all what to do, because obviously I can't.